now we know the background, we know the science, big deal. So what do? This is what we do. So now you want to, and if you want to research it, you look under increasing vagal tone. Vagal tone. We want to increase the vagal tone. Right?
Vous voulez augmenter l'action sur le nerf vague.
Right? And we do this. So, for example, nutritionally, like omega-3s are good. Laughing, singing, humming, all that. When you go or throat singing, all this stimulates the vagus. Okay. By the way, just to let you know. So when you're humming, that's vagus. I'd rather be in vagus nerve.
You said sex also.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just made that up. But you want to run an experiment? That'd be fine. I'm kidding. No. But the thing is, what I was trying to point out is contact. Human contact, right? Hopefully it's joyful. Joyful human contact. Okay? Because I think that's a little important. Okay, you know what diver's response is? When you put your face in cold water and go, that's the diver's response. That really increases vagal tone. So you get like ice or a bag of peas, right? Anyway, I just remembered another lecture. I said, and you get a bag of penises? Anyway, that's a bag of peas.
You don't come in the bag.
Peas. No. That might be good for Vegas, but okay, it's getting late. We better move on. So anyway, you get the bag of ice or bag of peas and you put it on your face. You have to get it over your eyebrows and under your lips, and you hold it there for at least 30 seconds to a minute. And you don't do this if you have psychosis or anything, because it can make you a little crazy. But you hold it there, and that can produce the diver's response, which means you're going to, right? And that's the vagus nerve. That stimulates the vagus nerve. Or putting your face in cold water, or the shower, cold water in the shower. Pardon? 30 seconds to a minute. Well, it's hard to say. It all depends. But start there. And it's working because in a few minutes you should feel peaceful. You should be parasympathetic. That's how you know. Okay? If it makes you anxious, you're going the wrong way. Okay?
Donc, diver response, c'est la réponse du plongeur. Donc, c'est de tremper le visage couvert des sourcils allés jusqu'au menton dans l'eau froide. On peut prendre aussi un sac de pois congelé. Et l'effet que vous cherchez, c'est de retenir la respiration tranquillement, donc avoir un effet choc, puis ce que vous allez avoir comme effet, c'est un effet relaxant. Si vous avez un effet d'excitement, c'est que vous n'allez pas du bon côté. À ne pas faire chez les gens qui souffrent de psychose ou les gens qui sont claustrophones. Donc, ceux qui ont des problèmes, là, faites pas ça parce que vous allez défaire le but dans lequel vous le faites.
Okay, get the idea? And okay. So hydrotherapy, this is the other thing, that's what I'm saying. The cornerstone of naturopathic medicine actually is very, very therapeutic. Even though the pictures I'll show are super funny. Meditation. If anything, out of this lecture, you understand that some form of meditation is incredibly therapeutic, you need to look at that. Even if you do it 10, 15 minutes a day. Okay?
Si tout est thérapeutique, vous avez pu retenir c'est la méditation qui a une action directe sur le nerf vague.
Okay? Because when you meditate, you stimulate the vagus nerve, and I showed you how important it is to stimulate the vagus nerve. Swimming, getting a massage, having a nice-looking woman on your couch. I mean, relaxing. Maybe, have some nice, Montreal Canadian on there for the women, right? Anyway, the point being, relax, okay? So when you meditate, we know in functional MRIs, we can see the area. Specifically, the left prefrontal cortex, this is when you feel happy. If you're happy, this thing is bing, 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 right? Now, way down here is Brodmann's area 19. When that's firing, deep depression and suicide. So you always want to try to stimulate this area.
Donc, on veut stimuler la zone frontale juste au-dessus de l'œil, du côté gauche, et c'est la sensation de bien-être. Vous voulez pas, c'est broken.
Brodmans.
Vous voulez pas stimuler la zone qui est un peu plus bas, le petit point qui est Brodmann. Donc, si on stimule la petite zone qui est tout de suite en avant, en arrière de la zone frontale.
Prefrontal cortex, right here.
Donc, la zone,
Happy
donc
zone.
la zone en bas, c'est la dépression. Le petit point que vous voyez en bas, mais la partie. Can you point the Brodmann?
Pardon?
Brodmann.
Right in here. Deep. Right? Maybe down in here somewhere. The point being, this area, your prefrontal cortex.
Ici.
Okay.
Can you point it on your face? Then
What?
you see on your face where it is.
Oh, this is here. This is prefrontal cortex. Prefrontal cortex. On the left, this is part of it anyway.
Le cortex frontal.
You know, but this is the main thing. So it's like the brain, you'll get pathways, it's like a habit. So if you really want to start firing, let's say you're not feeling so good for a long period of time. You're just not feeling good. Well, make sure you have good nutrition, all that. But you have to look at happy things consistently. Whatever makes you happy, it doesn't matter. It's all, there's no right or wrong. It's like whatever's right for you. But you're going to be firing off the prefrontal cortex consistently. And the more you fire it off, after a while, the easier it is to fire off.
Donc, dans des moments de dépression, des moments où vous vous sentez pas bien, c'est regarder des images positives. À force de le faire par stimulus, ça va devenir de plus en plus facile de pouvoir activer la zone frontale.
Okay?
Au-dessus de l'œil.
So that's what I'm saying. If you stay happy, eventually it's hard to become unhappy because you have such a strong, it's called engram in your prefrontal cortex.
Donc, essayez de rester le plus possible heureux et de bonne humeur parce que c'est beaucoup plus difficile quand on est tout le temps heureux d'être malheureux.
Okay? So if you're not feeling good, sure you look at your gut bacteria and your antioxidants and your angiotensin II, but it's like a habit. You have to consistently do things to feel good, to consistently feel good.
Donc, il faut toujours travailler, à part la santé intestinale et la santé de l'organe, il faut toujours se travailler sur bien se sentir puis avoir toujours du positif dans sa vie.
And if we look at this is the International Journal of Clinical Experimental Hypnosis. Anyway, autonomic changes during hypnosis. Now, I have a heart rate variability. Anyway, hypnosis, if done properly, increases parasympathetic.
Donc,
Okay.
l'hypnose peut augmenter l'activité parasympathique.
Okay? But you can do it to yourself. Like, if you meditate, if you pray, whatever makes you feel connected and gets the prefrontal cortex going, as long as it's not socially damaging. Like if you're a psychopath and I just feel good when I kill people, it's not a good idea.
Mettez-vous toujours dans une zone où vous vous sentez heureux. Si vous êtes un psychopathe et pour vous c'est tuer des gens qui vous rend heureux, ben c'est peut-être pas la meilleure voie, là, mais mettez-vous dans des zones où vous vous sentez heureux.
Okay, so again, here's the brain. Remember, the acetylcholine, this is the short version. The acetylcholine's released. It blocks nuclear factor kappa beta, so you can't make inflammatory cytokines. But remember, most of the vagus nerve, it itself doesn't release acetylcholine. It releases norepinephrine that stimulates cells, and those cells release acetylcholine.
Le nerf vague ne sécrète pas directement l'acétylcholine, elle sécrète la norépinéphrine aux cellules, et ce sont les cellules qui sécrètent l'acétylcholine.
Okay? So, and remember, certain the essential oils can do it. This is crazy hydrotherapy. Like, no wonder the medics are like, what are these people doing? These are like the first like gay houses for men. No, it was their hydrotherapy. This is I look at this. How funny is this picture? Anyway, Andre is saying, good old Andre, and hydrotherapy. Okay, you can go on inside.
It's okay. C'est l'hydrothérapie.
So this is what I was saying. They have a little thing here. It connects to the vagus nerve, and it goes.
Ça c'est la stimulation du nerf vague.
This is you can use ear acupuncture.
Donc dans les points que vous pouvez trouver, c'est Shenmen pour ceux qui sont en médecine chinoise, puis aussi estomac et ce sont des points d'acupuncture.
And there's a little vagal stimulator here too.
On a aussi des stimulateurs du nerf vague. C'est un petit appareil qu'on appuie.
Okay, so we're gonna. Okay, you get it now. Yes, ma'am.
Quand tu parlais de la méditation, il a parlé d'une période précise de temps par jour.
Non, il dit qu'on le fasse, mais qu'on fasse une bonne période de méditation qui est adaptée à notre besoin. Non.
Okay, now I'm going to show you some of the Viatrex products that I use, that we're using and whatever. Okay, so there's other ones here too. But the interesting thing, especially for the brain and anxiety and all this stuff, we look at relief, BDNF, and ANS-CNS. This is balance it. I'll show you, let's see, in brain damage, chronic inflammation in the brain. I'll show you why we use this.
Relief, les trois que vous avez vus, qui a présenté, ça a vraiment une action directement sur le cerveau.
Okay, so remember you saw this picture before, cellular, humoral, neural. So cellular response, kidney inflamed, kidney plus, interleukin 10, and Immunex. Okay?
Donc, la route cellulaire, c'est kidney inflamme, kidney plus, interleukin 10, Immunex.
And the vagal route, you can use ANS, stress, and relief. You can use, and do you muscle test? Anyone here muscle tests? Right? Okay, so muscle test these three. I'm finding stress comes up a lot, by the way. Okay? Okay, so the other thing is, look, in inflammation, you have microglia. Remember, these are brain inflammation. Interleukin 10 inhibits inflammation. That's why we use interleukin 10 for inflammation, because interleukin 10 inhibits it. What is it? The TH1 response. But it's okay. Okay? Make sense? We all okay? We're almost there. Hang on there. So, this is crazy looking, but all it's saying is, here's anhedonia, which means you have no will, there's no drive. Here's anxiety, and then here's depression. Here's the different areas.
La première voie, c'est le manque de motivation. La deuxième voie, c'est l'anxiété. Après ça, la troisième voie, c'est la dépression. Donc, ça commence par le manque de motivation, l'anxiété et la dépression.
Yeah. So, if you get what it's showing, here's inflammation.
Ça, c'est l'inflammation.
How it affects the brain. Okay? Now, the brain gets damaged. So how are you going to fix it? Well, you can give fish oils and all that other stuff, but the BDNF, see how it's low BDNF. That sort of helps grow brain. Well, Viatrex just happen to have BDNF. So you give the inflammation, give omega-3s, whatever, but BDNF, because during anxiety disorders, you have low BDNF.
Donc,
So you give BDNF.
Pour la crise d'anxiété, dans les épisodes d'anxiété, le BDNF va diminuer. Donc, en donnant le BDNF de Viatrex, on va réduire les épisodes d'anxiété.
And see, this is the role of inflammation in depression. This is 2016. It just came out a few months ago. I'm trying to tell you that anxiety, you don't give anti-anxiety drugs. It's inflammation you have to deal with.
Donc, dans un traitement d'anxiété, ce ne sont pas des anxiolytiques, ce sont plus traiter l'inflammation plus que traiter l'anxiété. L'anxiété est un résultat de l'inflammation.
So these are the main ones: ANS, CNS, BDNF, Immunex, interleukin 10, relief. Kidney Plus is the herbal. It's a strong herbal combination that's anti-inflammatory.
And that's the expensive one.
That is the expensive one. I made, you know why this is here? 'Cause I made it for me. This is what I take.
Kidney Plus
Right?
a été fait pour lui,
Yeah,
et
it's
c'est son
good. I mean, you know, it's
c'est
good.
son bébé, donc il recommande.
And if you use these other things, you don't need a lot, especially when you get vagus nerve, all that stuff going, okay? But the other route is through the nerve, because the vagus nerve acts as a sensory device for the body to see what's going on.
Donc une dysbiose intestinale peut amener tout justement par la voie afférente du nerf vague, donc des problèmes d'anxiété. Donc c'était la question qui avait été posée, est-ce qu'il y avait une action directement du système intestinal par rapport au cerveau? Et il a répondu encore par la voie afférente du système du nerf vague.
Okay? Okay, merci beaucoup.